encouraged or something.
Right. When Obama was talking about globalization,
Exactly, he's an emotional speech.
there was an emotional speech. So basically, he was going back into history, and he talked to people how great the Americans have been. Doesn't matter. He managed to persuade people, and people embraced globalization because they felt that they have proven in the past that they
Trump
can do it.
is the same.
They can do it again. Right.
Both of them right.
So good politicians at the moment, they have a lot of them are very good in the pathos department, and Plato would outright reject it. He said, okay, that's
reject all those?
Plato would reject
All those?
Plato would only talk about logos. According to
Logos?
Plato, you only need logos.
Only logos.
Yes, that's Plato.
It means logical speaking.
Right. The mind.
Why sympathy? Why pain? Not pain.
Well, basically, he says that's a shortcoming of democracy. That's why democracy doesn't work if we let everybody just vote, because not everybody is the same. There are people. There are these.
He
these
denied
people.
democracy?
He said we can have democracy, but only philosophers can play.
Only philosophers can.
Right.
Oh my God.
So he believed in a society where only the philosophers.
So he said that he thought is voting is useless.
Voting is because people are swayed by things that have nothing to do with logos. That they are responsive to power.
Only logos, capable logos people can.
Right, or reputation, and people vote for people who are a famous actor or a famous boxer. We see that.
This is true, but not practical.
So basically, Plato says that's wrong, but Aristotle says that's interesting. We can use that.
Really?
Oh. So we can learn the skills of rhetoric and become more persuasive and be more able to sell our ideas.
Oh, this is kind of deliberative democracy.
Right.
Huh? Right?
Right.
Oh, okay.
Right.
I understand.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So let's continue.
Yes. We were at number 2.
Okay, number 2.
Let your partner change you. Let your lover change you.
Let your lover change you. Not change your lover.
Okay. So basically, change your lover. If you both think that, that's not going to work. Eh? Basically, you should aspire. You should find a lover you aspire to become more like.
What do you mean? That sounds weird.
It sounds
Feels
strange. Yeah.
Why weird?
Weird. That sounds weird.
Weird.
Oh, it sounds strange. Yeah.
No, sounds strange. But anyway.
If you think that love means finding someone who wants you just the way you are. In a symposium, Plato's play about a dinner party where a group of friends drink too much and get talking about love, sex and relationships, Plato says, true love is admiration. In other words, the person you need to get together
True love is okay.
with should have very good qualities which you yourself lack. Let's say they should be really brave or organised or warm and sincere. By getting close to this person, you can become a little like they are. The right person for us helps us grow to our full potential. For Plato, in a good relationship, a couple shouldn't love each other exactly as they are right now. They should be...
Couples should not love each other exactly as they are.
Right. So I love you just as you are. There's a song actually. I love you just the way you are. That's according to Plato, that's nonsense. He said basically. No, that's actually not. In a relationship, both sides should aspire to become more like the other person. So not change the other person, but both sides should aspire to become the other person. So basically, if I find a lover and she
get more higher position.
Yeah, exactly.
Mental,
She's extremely smart, and I want to become as smart as she is.
Mentally educated.
Therefore, I want to be mentally educated by her, and at the same time, she could feel that I'm I don't know, very righteous or I don't know, whatever.
Committed to educating each other and to enduring the stormy passages this inevitably involves. Each person should want to seduce the other into becoming a better version of themselves. 3. Decode the message.
Do you say something on the second point?
Uh,
Influence each other, right? That's it.
right.
That's
But
it, right?
the influence, but aspire to become more like them. And I think that this is not really in line with Confucius. But
No,
you
Confucius
just
the
said
same
the
thing.
same thing, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So that's I don't know Confucius well enough. I thought basically you need to endure. You need to just basically
Wicked
accept the
woman
fact
will
that
teach you a lot, she said.
Right,
Woman is always
but
stupid.
okay, but then okay. So exactly. So what you're saying now is different from what Plato is saying. So basically, the way Confucius puts it is that by being with a let's say just stupid woman or a wicked woman.
No, woman
But-
is originally fundamentally stupid.
I think you better cut this out, Uno-san, because I think
Always listen our recording. See, what you said? What silly word you're talking about? You know?
so. But the way that I understand it from you, the way that Confucius meant it, is that basically you can learn a lot by being with a wicked person, by being with a stupid person, because it will allow you to train yourself to become mentally stronger.
Exactly.
Exactly, but that doesn't mean that you are influenced by her virtues in any way that you are inspired.
Yeah. This
to
is because
grow.
man is rational, woman is emotional. This is different.
So basically, you go through hardships, and thereby you are improving yourself. What Plato is saying, you're not going through hardships. No, you're going through the ideal opportunity to grow yourself because you see superior qualities in your partner. You don't you don't just say, well, she's stupid, she's wicked. No, that's not an ideal partner. An ideal.
Oh, this is European style. They just men need to respect women, right?
Yes.
So from respected woman, you need to study something, right?
Right.
Stupid.
Well, there goes like 2 centuries of philosophy out of the window by Uno-san. Stupid.
Okay, move to 3. Decode the message of beauty. What means decode the message of beauty?
I don't know yet.
Okay, we're going to start.
Of beauty. Everyone pretty much likes beautiful things, but Plato was the first to ask, why do we like them? He found a fascinating reason.
All right.
Beautiful objects
I
are
remember.
whispering important truths to us about the good life. We find things beautiful when we unconsciously sense in them qualities we need but are missing in our lives. Gentleness, harmony, balance, peace, strength. Beautiful objects, therefore, have a really important function. They help to educate our souls. Ugliness is a serious matter too. It parades dangerous and damaged characteristics in front of us. It makes it harder to be wise, kind, and calm. Plato sees art as therapeutic. It's the duty of
Therapeutic. What means therapeutic?
Therapeutic is kind of healing.
Huh?
Healing.
Healing, mental healing.
So
poets and painters, and nowadays novelists, TV producers, and designers to help us to live good lives. 4. Reform.
Okay.
So basically,
This is simple.
it's simple.
Yeah.
It's simple. It was very influential because
We hate ugliness, right?
we hate ugliness, but somehow we managed to surround ourselves with a lot of ugliness.
Like a Nietzsche.
No, I'm thinking more about like ugly cities and ugly buildings and
Ugly woman.
ugly woman. We can't change that. Ugliness is basically
We don't touch it.
we don't touch it. We get iraira, but still we are in there. According to Plato, when we see art, we recognize
Yeah, that's right.
the shape and the form and the beauty, and it basically helps us.
So he said we had better try to focus on beauty,
and art.
art,
Yeah.
and good scene.
Actually, I think there was I'm not 100%
Well,
sure
you
what it
said
was.
for more stability of mind.
Yeah, I think actually in that era, they gave people subsidies to go to the theater if they didn't have enough money. So the city would provide subsidies to see theater, to see art, because it was good for the people. It would make them better people.
Mm.